Some stupid ass power outage. It was a short one, but still. It's a bit annoying that shit happened. Okay, I think I should be back to order now. So, right. I was about to talk to the submit mixer. So let's do that, and then I'll get back to the main story. Oh, right, this guy. Pretty sure I helped this guy before. But, anyway. So it just decided to continue being a security officer. So then what was the point then? So now I got the Lumina Square list with Mew Mew. But first,
have you had dinner yet? A full stomach ensures a good night's sleep. You even finished all your broth. Want some more?
and I think I got plenty to trade for a couple of stuff. Oh, I just had to. Never mind. Right, that page is done, and I'm focused on this page right now. Okay, so
Good evening. Which part do you want to modify this time?
before I continue, I definitely want to modify Snap now that I finally got him, along with the other Bang Boos as well. And Paper Boo becomes the first 3-star Bang Boo. Finally, in the flesh.
I got plenty of new ideas. Let's try them out on EOS one by one.
And it's gonna be hard to get in the 5 stars unless I roll the gotcha with just him every time.
I got plenty of new ideas. Let's try them out on EOS one by one.
No me ven acá arriba, pero no creo.
I got plenty of new ideas. Let's try them out on EOS one by one. I got plenty of new ideas. Let's try them out on EOS one by one. I got plenty of new ideas. Let's try them out on EOS one by one.
Alright, level 30. Pretty high attack, too. Actually, he has the highest. Snap has the highest attack out of all of them.
Let's try them out on EOS one by one.
So, high attack.
I got plenty of new ideas. Let's try them out on EOS one by one.
Okay, so Snap's an Ether, Bang Boo.
Is that it? Come back next time, you hear?
Also, I'll be right back. Gotta check something real quick. Okay, I'm back. And my power still has not gone out, so that's good. Anyway. Progress the story. Maybe this one. I guess this one. Satisfaction. Immersive storytelling again. Find Shu Yin. Shu Yin near the venue.
Officers, it's good to see you again.
You too, managers. Looks like a good attendance. The place is really hopping.
Thanks to everyone on 6th Street. They not only signed up for the seminar, they also helped spread the word to other districts.
I heard you'll be on stage with the inspector to answer questions from citizens, Juyuan. Belle has been itching to ask you some.
Come on. Go easy on me.
You don't know, do you? Juyuan gets super nervous in situations like this. She drank 3 pots of tea just to avoid nervously coughing up there.
Sorry to interrupt, but I have something to report. We've analyzed and located the exact coordinates of the places Maroon previously identified inside the hollow. Please take a look at this.
Thanks.
I was also just informed that Inspector Bringer is on his way, and the media is waiting to get some pictures.
Looks like we should go meet him. We'll investigate these locations in a couple of days. Huh? Wait, there's something funny about these coordinates.
Something funny? What are you seeing?
Is something wrong? Sorry, you two, but something is weird about this report. I need to talk to Juyuan for a moment, if you'll excuse us. You can go on in.
Maroon. He's the guy who was using the EMP emitter, right? I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's try to get close enough to hear what they're saying.
Away enough to keep their distance.
Those coordinates are the spots Maroon's gang scouted some time ago, right? What do you think is off about them?
You remember the monster they found in that square a while back?
Of course, the remains are scheduled to be recovered this afternoon. But wait, what about it? You think these 2 cases are connected?
Perhaps. I just realized every location Maroon pointed out lies on the route the evidence carrier is taking.
What?
The EMP emitter Maroon used had been modified to bypass vehicle security systems. When used correctly, it can unlock car doors without damaging the electronics. Maroon said his crew procured specialized containers for preserving etheric material. We assumed they were targeting vehicles transporting valuable ether resources for large companies.
Right, so another thing needed my attention. Okay, here we go.
But here's the thing. Public Security's evidence carrier is the same kind of vehicle.
Interesting.
Meaning, the evidence carrier could be in danger. Where is it now?
Let me see. Right here. There's a slight delay in the surveillance signal, but the carrier seems headed towards its destination right now. But according to the record, it stopped for about 10 minutes somewhere in the hollow, just 15 minutes ago.
10 minutes might not seem like much, but if someone's lying in wait with an EMP emitter, it'd be enough for them to snatch the evidence. We need to report this right now. I'll call it in.
Wait a second. The carrier might have paused in the hollow due to changes in hollow structure or some other reason. We don't have solid proof yet of an attack on the carrier. Even if we report our suspicions, they won't immediately send someone. They'd follow protocol and do a remote analysis first.
You're right. And if they do that, it could already be too late.
Not only that, I'm worried about something else. The evidence recovery schedule was only decided recently, and the route inside the hollow is top secret. But according to Maroon, his gang had been scouting those locations for a while now.
Meaning, there might be a mole in public security.
Exactly. If we report our suspicions now, we might tip them off. I'd rather head into the hollow myself.
That's a huge risk. You know that's against policy. They could take action against us.
It's urgent. We don't have time to argue. We spent a long time preparing for today's seminar. With the media gathered like this, it's a rare opportunity for you to showcase your knowledge in front of the inspector. You should stay here.
Yeah, so it seems like something's up. Guessing this gathering was a way to distract people from what's really going on behind the scenes. The way how they explained it.
We're partners. You can trust me to bring back the evidence safe and sound. You have my word.
But you are also an android that, will suffer from the EMPs.
Inspector Bringer's car has arrived.
The inspector is already here. We don't have time to hesitate. I need to get going. I'll leave the seminar to you.
Worshipping an undeserving deity is sycophancy. Failure to act when action is needed shows a lack of courage.
Huh?
You said it yourself. An officer needs to be sure they're doing the right thing. I became an officer because of Inspector Bringer, but not for praise or his approval. I want to do for others what he did for me back then.
Okay, so we're going into the story a bit here.
I want to be someone who protects people.
So, you're going to...
I'm going with you. That monster in the hollow is anything but ordinary. We have to protect the evidence. Besides, if the inspector really is the same as he was back then, I'm sure he'll support our choice.
We can't just sit back and do nothing while the remains are in danger.
Just like last time, we should try and help them any way we can.
Okay, so then just hop back into the hollow and, you know, rinse and repeat. So, back to 6th Street then. Wonder if it'll also play like a backstory of Zhu Yan when she was a kid. I'm pretty sure it will. Since there was like an image of her when she was a kid. So I'm curious if they'll play it here as I progress along. Alright, hold on. Electric and ether, got it. So in that case, we get our boy snapping, so we can just take some photos.
Nothing to fear. The cunning hairs are here. Don't look at me. Ready for combat. Anby, in position.
It's Nicole, Anby, and Anton, and Snap. Alright, let's see how this goes. For once, an actual S character that I've actually wanted finally guaranteed. If only that was the case with the gacha pools where I can just choose a character I want and then roll.
The evidence by now. Any ideas on how we're gonna get it back?
Here's what I'm thinking. To avoid raising suspicion, the suspects probably didn't damage the carrier's electronic systems. If that is indeed the case, we can check its driving record to pinpoint where exactly it stopped within the hollow. They're bound to have left some traces behind. The remains are bulky, so they can't move very quickly. Therefore, we can figure out where they went.
Makes sense. Let's find the evidence carrier and see if our suspicions are right. I picked up the carrier's signal. Let's go.
Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi are heading out to locate the evidence carrier.
Barry, do you know where the carrier is?
Affirmative. Attempting to locate the evidence carrier.
We need to help them reach the evidence carrier quickly. I'm counting on you to find a route.
And let's go.
Can you detect the signal from the evidence carrier?
Yes, the target is nearby. For some reason, the signal in the hollow is particularly strong today.
That should be a good thing, right?
The evidence carrier is up ahead.
Qing, we should head over there now. Yes, finally! The carrier! Let's check on its condition.
Unless it was a setup for a trap.
It looks fine on the outside. No signs of damage or being tampered with. Let's check inside.
We're doing this to protect the evidence, but messing with the carrier without permission will definitely require writing up a report. And probably a pay cut, too. Well, let's forget all that for now. Qing Yi, help me unlock it. Huh? The evidence crate is still here. And the seal is untouched.
Comparing the seal with the one in the photo, the angle is off by approximately 3 degrees. And the etheric matter feels totally different from what I sensed at the square.
So, they really did get a hold of the evidence. They were gonna trick Hand by not leaving any trace. They went through all this trouble to make it seem like it was still there.
That monster must be hiding some serious secrets.
I'm guessing they're referring to that one being from chapter 2. After I defeated that boss.
Chuyuan, watch out!
hold for a little longer? Hey, relax. Our intel says it's just the two of them. They might have survived our ambush, but we can take them. Hurry up and deal with them. Officers go missing in the hollows every day. Get them, boys!
Hold on. Do you know the consequences of assaulting officers?
Save your breath. We're dealing with a group of desperados. They never planned on leaving us alive.
Out of my way!
Behave?
I'll take you.
This won't hurt. Happening. Be gone. Thunder.
You gotta dig deeper!
Preparing takedown.
Almost like I just hit him in the balls with enemy's sword.
We've been surrounded. Stay calm.
They sure have some firepower. How many members did they deploy to deal with us?
Happening. There it goes.
Not right there!
I can't believe there's an ambush here, too. This rate, we'll run out of ammo.
Behave?
You can't handle this!
This isn't good. Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi are stuck in a building and surrounded by enemies.
We have to get them out. Do something, Fairy.
Master, I've detected several unstable spatial fissures near the officer's location. Such spatial rifts are challenging to label in standard carrot data, but if utilized, they could help the target evacuate from their current location.
Fairy may be able to locate the spatial rifts, but how do we tell Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi where to go?
I can safely tap into the officer's intercom within the hollow, Second Assistant.
But if we connect to their intercom, won't we be exposed?
If it doesn't expose our identity, I think it's worth the risk to save lives.
Question. Is the current objective to assist the two officers in leaving the current area, or rescue the two officers who are trapped?
Aren't those the same thing?
Negative. Remote communication has an 87.1% chance of successfully guiding the officers out of their current area. But due to the significant disparity in forces and the limitations of long-range communication, I cannot swiftly assess the target's surrounding environment. The risk of failure will rapidly mount.
So you're saying, to keep them safe, Bell has to personally guide them as a proxy?
Affirmative. However, appearing in front of public security may bring major risks.
This is so irritating. If they weren't public security officers, we wouldn't even hesitate.
You remember what Xing Yi said. Failure to act when action is needed shows a lack of courage. Zhu Yuan and Xing Yi are good people. Despite the risks, I'd regret it for the rest of my life if I chose to stand idly by now.
Bell.
And, on the bright side, if we work together, we might be able to recover the stolen remains.
Affirmative. Master's assumption is reasonable.
Well then, let's go save them.
This isn't good. They've totally surrounded us. Unless we can somehow distract them, we're stuck here. If we can't think of a way out, I'll go distract them so you have a chance to get away.
What? What are you talking about?
It was me who insisted we investigate inside the hollow. You wouldn't even be in danger right now if it weren't for me. Besides, I'm not human. I'll be fine even if my body gets destroyed. but you don't have that luxury.
Hold up. I'm your captain, right? If someone has to take responsibility for this mess, it should be me. Besides, your physical abilities are much better than mine. If one of us has to make a run for it, you'd have a much better chance at surviving.
Now's not the time to argue.
Exactly. Now's not the time to argue.
Who's there?
Wait, it's coming from the intercom. Someone hacked into our encrypted frequency. But how?
Instead of arguing about who should be the bait, how about I offer a solution that works for you both?
Who are you? Why should we trust you?
I can't convince you to trust me. I'm a proxy. Not exactly someone who should normally be talking with you. But, while I may be a proxy, I have a conscience. I can't turn a blind eye while you're in danger.
A proxy?
All right. So, what's the plan?
I'll create an opportunity for you. Now, follow my instructions.
But what about the enemy?
Leave that to me. Now, go!
They're getting away!
What now?
Straight ahead. Jump into the fissure.
The fissure!
What? A spatial fissure! After them!
They're chasing us. There's another fissure straight ahead.
They're closing in. They'll catch us at this rate.
I have a plan. It might be risky, but I'm sure you can do it.
Hurry up!
Oh. What a save there.
We're saved.
Well, hero, now that you've saved us, do you plan on making an appearance?
All right. We can finally talk.
You're a Bangbu from Belobog. Wait, no. There's no way an ordinary Bangbu would be as capable as you, let alone hack into our intercom. So, who are you exactly?
Changyi, have you heard the rumors about a legendary proxy who doesn't enter the hollows themselves, but manages real-time communication from the outside?
And she's on to something.
Phaethon.
They figured it out.
That's me. I'm Phaethon.
Well, just like that.
So you were already watching us when we received the report from Belobog.
Yeah, I was helping Belobog Industries retrieve something lost, but I ended up running into that monster deep in the hollow. As you've already guessed, I think there's something unusual about that monster too. There's some kind of conspiracy behind it, and it's connected to what I've been chasing.
In other words, you're helping us so Hand gets the evidence and can uncover the truth about the monster.
Exactly, and it's still not too late to get the evidence back.
According to page 173 of the Public Security Officer's Manual, in urgent situations, officers have the right to recruit assistants without verifying their identities.
So you're suggesting...
We share a common goal. Let's work together and get that evidence back.
Deal. Now's not the time for more questions. We accept your assistance, Phaethon. But as you've seen, the enemy is well prepared and has the advantage in numbers.
Don't worry, leave it to me. Since we lack the manpower, we'll use the hollow against them. That's my specialty.
Go, 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 go! Ha! Huh? Huh?
just like a scorpion sting. And that's where we go in with Eos.
We've arrived at the evidence carrier area. Loading environment data.
Belle, let's investigate the area thoroughly.
All right. Pretty straightforward, as always. Okay, last two pieces of evidence.
And so, the truth is revealed.
The culprit is hiding up ahead.
I'll take you. All rats. I'll back. Why aren't they here?
This is called striking when the enemy is unprepared.
Take them down and retrieve the evidence. Neutralize. Behave now. Electric charge. Evade now. This won't hurt. There's those.
I'm here.
Look, they're carrying an etheric matter container. Do you think this is really the stolen evidence?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Even with it sealed, its aura gives me the creeps.
Yes! Fantastic! We finally got the evidence back.
The assailants that blocked our path earlier likely haven't figured out we've outmaneuvered them and retaken the evidence. At this point, all we need to do is get out of the hollow and we're safe.
There's an exit nearby. I'll take you there.
The exit is just up ahead.
If you two aren't in a hurry to arrest me today, I'll be on my way.
Don't worry, I don't want to burn any bridges. It's bad karma. Besides, I've always thought indiscriminately arresting proxies isn't very fair. Circumstances aren't always the same for everyone.
Chingy, we're officers. Should you really be saying that? Anyway, thanks for your help, Phaethon.
I should be thanking you too, for uncovering the threat to the evidence vehicle and fearlessly going into the hollow to protect it. Goodbye, officers. Hopefully our next meeting won't be quite so tense.
Now that Phaethon's gone, let's hurry up and get this evidence out of here.
All right, let's go. Wait a minute. Phaethon thanked us for uncovering the threat and fearlessly going into the hollow to protect it. Doesn't that sound suspicious to you?
Suspicious? Right. Logically speaking, while monitoring the evidence carrier, Phaethon would have realized the evidence had been switched, and upon seeing us, assumed we were there to investigate. But it sounded like Phaethon knew what happened outside the Hollow too.
How unexpected. It seems Phaethon attended the seminar today.
There you are. Are you free today? Want to come with me to the public security precinct at Lumina Square?
I feel a bit uneasy every time I hear public security these days.
Well, I heard Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi will be heading back to their own branch today. It's probably best not to run into them inside the Hollows. But outside the Hollows, it might be quite a while before we see them again.
You're right. We should at least get their contact information.
I was thinking, how about we give them a gift too? Like a collector's edition of that popular PubSec movie, Mission Unthinkable.
Ooh, that's the one where the main character goes against his superior and chooses to protect the citizens, right? Good choice.
They're going to be leaving soon. Let's get going.
Oh, we've got everything packed. Let's get it in the car.
We almost missed you.
Hey there, managers. What brings you here?
We heard you're heading back to your own branch, so we wanted to say goodbye.
We haven't known each other for long, but we've had quite a memorable time together.
But Ji-Yuan, it was supposed to be you going on stage for the interview during the seminar. Why did that older gentleman in the glasses end up going on instead? I was looking forward to asking you questions.
I'm sorry, but we got assigned to a tricky case that day. I can't disclose the details, but it went well. Largely due to the clues you provided about the 6th Street EMP case.
Well, there was more layers to that.
You don't say. That's awesome.
It's not often you get to meet new people, so we brought you something to remember us by. A movie about a public security officer.
We appreciate it. but it's against regulations for officers to accept gifts from citizens. However, could I buy the video as a customer of Random Play?
Of course. We'd be delighted.
Well, they're getting ready to leave. Why don't we take a look around? Maybe find somewhere to finally enjoy that meal we had talked about?
I never expected our time at the Lumina branch to be so eventful.
Things turned out okay. The seminar settled, case cracked, evidence secure. It's just a shame. The reports we have to write are gonna be lame.
Is that supposed to be a poem? Excuse me, someone's calling me. Hey, you've got time to chat during the day? Well, this is a rarity.
Hello. I'm looking over our graduation album.
You're flipping through our graduation album? Now? This isn't another one of your weird exercises, is it?
I wonder why Miyabi called.
I'm trying to remember all of the names of our old classmates by looking at these photos. By the way, do you still remember the graduation message you wrote for me? May you become the pursuant of true justice, the sharp blade of the law slicing through the wickedness of the night sky.
Oh, all right. Yet there's no need to shout. Someone might hear you.
My apologies. It's just... this message really means a lot to me. How does the true justice mentioned in your message differ from regular justice? Is it comparable to the difference between an actual melon and a melon-flavored lollipop?
Because, that's where the melon memes have come from.
Many people say they taste pretty much the same. But even though the melons I buy are hardly ever sweet, I still prefer the taste of real melons. Just like your pursuit of true justice, a real melon will always be a real melon. That can never be imitated.
Are those words of encouragement? Well, thanks. Wait, how does a member of Hand like you know that I've been reprimanded by the precinct?
Because the case of the unidentified monster discovered by Belobog Industries has been transferred to Section 6. My intelligence officer pointed out that we might need you to come in and provide some more detailed intel.
So, that thing's in your custody? Are you telling me there's something wrong with the evidence?
That's the reason why I'm calling you. We found pieces of what resembles a mask within the monster's remains, and we managed to extract human DNA from it.
Oh.
Does this mean you figured out the origin of the monster?
Unfortunately, no. Apart from determining the deceased as a male from the DNA, we compared it with DNA records of missing persons and criminals throughout the city, but found no matches.
Male DNA. And right, there was still that, the whereabouts of, Coletta's dad. After he, left with the money. Still has been resolved of what happened to him in the end.
He may have been someone from outside the city with no known identity. But what do you think?
Since Maroon risked going into the Hollow to get it, there must be some secret on the deceased's body. I wouldn't think he's a nobody.
I agree. But as of now, we're still missing the key to this puzzle.
Thanks for the intel, Miyabi. Let's catch up in a few days.
See you.
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Judging from the conversation, I'm guessing there's some progress with the evidence over at Hand?
Seems so. They've made an important discovery, but that's only created more questions. Jump in, Qingyi. Let's talk more on the way.
All right, let's go.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Perlman.
Attorneys, always running so slowly. You're the ones who suggested we meet. Do you have any idea how long I've been waiting?
Okay, so he was arrested in the end.
Huh? Wait, it's you! Sarah! You've got some nerve to show your face after the trouble you caused!
Come now, Mr. Perlman. It was your idea to deal with the residents in the blast zone. Not to mention the fact your technical advisor and personal secretary, Sarah, never existed in the first place. Well then, there's no need to grit your teeth. I'm actually here to discuss business with you. Please confess to all your crimes in court, and we'll make sure you get the best treatment in prison.
You and that bastard behind you are the ones who convinced me to carry out the blast in the first place. And now you want me to take all the blame. That's quite the scheme. I hear recently Belobog Industries stumbled upon a monster in that plaza inside the Hollow, and the evidence collected from the creature's remains was almost stolen. Honestly, I've been wondering. The plaza isn't along the subway route, yet your plan included research of it and explosives for it. Your real goal is to retrieve the evidence, isn't it? I wonder what would happen if I brought this up in court.
I'm sure the judge wouldn't entertain such baseless fantasies, Mr. Perlman.
Baseless fantasies, you say? Huh. Let's get real then. What if I told you I have proof of your involvement in the Vision case, along with that of the person behind you? Definitive proof.
Hey, you heard what Perlman just said, right? I can't stand clingy men, but I must say, that's quite the ace up his sleeve.
Sounds like you're enjoying this situation.
How could that be? I'm genuinely concerned about our partnership. So what's your plan now? Will you agree to his terms?
I'll handle it.
So I guess this is more lore on what will happen in the next chapter, I assume. Grace Agent's story, The Iron Witch, has been recorded and can be viewed in Video Archive. And also one for Kingy. Never thought it'd be about Grace, but here we are. Seems like they can speak human language, not Bangbu language this time. I haven't completed it just yet. Alright, and those two are unlocked. And now that I'm moving along in the chapters, I do need to make my agents even stronger, which means more grinding for resources, which I've done pretty well off camera. Oh. So that's how it works. A Danny Bangboo. Yeah, good thing that has an infinite amount of reuses. Cheeky little bastard, ain't it?
Oh, I could use these to fill my punching bag.
Look what I found.
Oh, what's this?
Target confirmed.
Stay alert. Rule violations won't be tolerated.
Okay.
Get behind me.
Roger that.
I'm in.
I tried to make the cuts clean.
No trespassing on the job site.
I'm here. Ow!
Roger. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Copy that. Planes, obey me!
I'll take it. The work side is just like a battlefield.
Probably looks very young, but it's actually pretty old. Asian man who looks young but is actually older than his age, or older than what his age is actually. Although real life Asian men, they show their age eventually compared to Asian women. Interesting. So that's why he's retiring. Also, it'll take a while for me to level up to like 40, 50, and 60 anyway, considering the amount of XP I'm getting. Let's be Nekomata. cash rewards. What do you mean by that? And I'm immediately taken to the HIA. Okay, interesting. It's in the form of a tech tree. Interesting. And yet again, a new currency to use. Okay, very hard for sure. Because of just different leagues. Yeah, this tech tree just reminds me of Forge of Empires. It just reminds me of the tech tree from Forge of Empires when you advance your civilization to the space age. Okay, I guess I'll save these for later. But my agents are strong enough to take these on. And now that part of the HIA club's unlocked. Yeah, again, I just need to keep progressing in the story to unlock more stuff. Oh. We finally get to see Wise's room. Okay, so his room's now open. Okay, so I guessing if I chose Wise, then I would be going into his room and not Belle's. I imagine her sister's human but with bear traits. Is that how this game's gonna be? Hmm. So I guess I'll be doing that then. Yeah, I saw the content that's coming up for the 1.6 update, so quite a lot. And also a free character on top of it, which is that Pultra agent. And I like how she looks, so I'll definitely enjoy getting her soon, or once the update drops. They've yet to say her name, haven't they?
Ready and waiting. Nothing to fear. Time to make some money.
How can I help?
Awaiting further instruction. Ready for combat.
Copy that.
A weak spot. End of the line.
Ready.
Fine. What a run! Get it! Open fire!
Next area.
Watch out! Fine.
Ready.
I'm here.
And boss fight. Not yet.
My pillar is unstoppable!
Evade!
Copy that.
Right this! I'll take care of it! Yeah, just try me!
Open fire!
End of the line! A weak spot! I'll take it! Yeah!
Fine. What a run! Get it!
Try this!
Roger that.
I'm here.
I'll take care of it!
Fine.
I'll take it! You should have worn a hard hat!
Ready.
I'm here.
Got it!
Okay.
End of the line!
Target spotted.
No trespassing on the job site! I'll take it!
I'm here.
actual siblings, or did they just adopt the cat and called it its sibling? Since, you know, furries. Nicole did more damage this time. Okay, let me see if this will progress me. Or at least finish up chapter 2 once and for all. So this is Anby herself. I'm guessing that quest of hers gonna come up. And I leveled up. Right, that... Ah, okay. So this is the one coming up. Okay. Contacts have been unlocked. So now I've unlocked the ability to invite agents and increase their trust level. Well, Anby's definitely the first one to increase my trust level with.
I've been going over last month's accounts for the Cunning Hares. It's better than before, but we're still in the red. Speaking of which, have you ever actually turned a profit? Of course we have. Because everyone forgot to keep track of expenses that month. Are you really okay? You're not gonna end up on the street one day from all this debt, are you? It's fine. Our current landlord is a kind person. Even if we owe money, we won't get kicked out, so we're not going to end up living on the streets. And if we really didn't have anywhere to go, we'd still have each other, so things would work out. Thanks for worrying about us, though. Contact me if there's anything I can do to help you.
Right, so these cutscenes are separate from the story. So I guess each agent has their own cutscene when you invite them. Alright, so we have unlocked the trust system. And now it's the same for the rest. Alright then. Okay, now this shows up.
I've been going over last month's accounts for the Cunning Hares. It's better than before, but...
Ah, I see now. Well then I'm definitely gonna be... Yeah, I'll do that off stream. The trust system. So I'm definitely gonna be enjoying that. And developing trust with some of the agents. So there we go, and NB's problems complete. Okay. Well, about time. Because that will put me in the story again. Oh, I already claimed it. Okay, so if I accepted, that would start the next chapter, so we'll stop it here. Okay, Red, so next time I play Zenless, I'll get started with chapter 3. And this should be the last chapter where I unlock the last functions, and then chapter 4 onwards is just purely story stuff. Which I'm practically on my way to completing the storyline. Alright. So I think with that, I'll stop here and choose someone to raid. Cats, I found someone who's also, modified their Zenless game to their liking. So we'll be rating Konara, which they're also playing Zenless right now. So, just finished up here, and see you in the next stream. Again, I won't be showing the gacha live on stream anymore. I'll just be doing that on my own time. So yeah. And also, this gives me a chance to finally play another game besides Zenless, because I feel like I've just been very hyperfixated on that because of the damn gacha system. But yeah, goodbye.